I'd heard from a friend that there were these underground tunnels, like almost catacombs under the city, and I thought surely that wasn't real, but I found out months later that actually it was. The Hot Springs Creek is actually underground now. They built the highway on top of it, and it's completely covered and has been for almost 150 years. I kind of had this idea, what would this be like if it were open? You know, how would it change the national park? By the time I got to my last year here and started trying to find an idea for my honors thesis, this idea was still with me.
To really be able to defend all of your design decisions, you have to know as much as you possibly can about the place that you are about to make recommendations to change. So it was critical to Zane to be able to get into that tunnel and just see it firsthand.
As soon as I entered the Hot Springs Creek tunnel, it's just this loud, echoing whoosh of water. It was a really cool environment, and it actually ended up being really clean. The further up we went, we saw all these different waterfalls and cascades, and it was over 100 degrees, and it could be as hot as 143 degrees. It's so hot that people couldn't even really be in it. And fortunately for my project, that water would mix with the colder water that's coming from upstream. So as soon as you get in the creek, it'd be a lot more of a manageable temperature.
It's an incredible project, and I think he ended up coming up with recommendations that are very usable, and that was really what his goal was from the very beginning.
Right now, there's not any way to take a trail all the way through the national park and actually go through downtown. There's like these open gaps, and my proposal will help tie those together. All 26 miles of trails that exist in Hot Springs National Park, using new boardwalks, new trails, and new bike connections to make it safe for people to walk through.
Zane has been a real joy to work with. I've had him in several classes. He's definitely motivated by things beyond just the scope of a project.
Right now you go to Hot Springs and it's kind of like the city's in one spot and the nature is behind it, and you can't really experience both of them in one place. But if we had the creek and we actually brought nature back into the middle of town, you could see it and you could experience it all in one place. I just want to be able to show the designs to the public and actually hopefully get the ball rolling, start to get people excited about the idea. Most people don't know that there's a tunnel underground, and I think if people had the idea, if they knew that this was possible, they'd start asking for it. This is a very ambitious project. I think it's going to take probably decades to ever be fully complete. And, I took it on because I think it's something that would be transformative for the city and really even for the state of Arkansas as a whole.